like it's delirium. Ay, ay, like it's delirium. Ay, I got delirium. Ay, like it's delirium. Yeah, yeah, like it's delirium. She just wanna bounce to it, baby. Get your giddy on. Walk up to the stage with a drink like I'm Giveon, but I never came here to sing what I'm really on. Giving dividends, I'm trying to boost your career and all. Know you got a binge, you ain't got one with the ceiling gone. If you wanna get it gone, give me the experience. Make me a believer like a feature at the cinema. Then we gotta keep it all a secret like the Pentagon. All these peeping times, people asking me what we been on. You know that it's bond, they just wishing they could watch it glow, watch it go through the fire like the Shaka song. Or was it yay? Either way, she gon' play the PlayStation, I play the Xbox, good gracious. I'm so grateful, it made me say thank you, thank you, thank you, yeah. I swear she drives me crazy, think my brain is gone. Man, I just can't shake it like delirium. When I get this faded, your body, I just can't shake it. And I just want you to run up on me all night long. Yeah, like it's delirium. She just wanna bounce to it, baby, get your giddy on. Walk up to the stage with a drink like I'm Giveon, but I never came here to sing what I'm
each
really
one of those
on.
letters is 20 feet tall. But we're going to get a better view of this building later on in the tour. We'll talk more about it then. Right now, I want to get your attention up front into the left-hand side. That is the old Jewelers building. You might recognize it from the Transformers movie. They had a big battle scene up there. Also, right next to it is Wabash Avenue. That is the Jewelers District in Chicago. So this building came up in the 1920s to house all of their offices. The idea was that a jeweler could start his day at home, briefcase hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. He could get in his car, drive to this building, go all the way up to his floor without ever having to leave his car. For security purposes, they designed this building with a car-sized elevator to hoist them all the way up to their designated floor. Now, right around that time, guess what notorious Chicagoan finds that security feature very useful? That's right, Al Capone had his headquarters at the top dome of the old Jewelers building. The father of modern architecture. Any guesses of when this very modern looking building came up? Glass and steel curve. 2012? 2005, 2006. What year? Guess? 01. Let me tell you a little bit about Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. He was from Germany, and he leaves Germany because at the time the Nazi regime is rising, and they were not big fans of his, and he was not a big fan of them. He comes to Chicago, becomes the head of the architecture department at IIT. Because of him, that has become one of the most important architectural programs in the country. He passes away, his students find the blueprints to this building. So they put the skyscraper up in his honor. But the more impressive thing is, those blueprints read 1922. He was way ahead of his time coming up with designs like that. That is why he is considered to be the father of modern architecture, Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. Now, up ahead, guys, that is Lakeshore Drive Bridge, one of our double-decker bridges. But more importantly, it marks the beginning of the Chicago River. So get your cameras ready. As soon as we go past this river, you're gonna notice that street level is down, river level's down here, street level's up here, and skyscrapers way up here on the left and right hand side. So it creates this canyon-like effect all the way down. And here we go. Looks like a lot of our attention is gravitating up front and to the left hand side, and rightfully so, because this is one of the newest mega skyscrapers in the country. It is the third tallest building in Chicago, and it is the world's tallest building designed by a female architect. That's right, go ahead, that's right, make some noise. Jeannie Gang is her name. She's a Chicago female architect. She designed this building to pay homage to the Chicago River. That's why she designed it with different shades of blue, white, and green. That's not just the light hitting it differently. Also, the curves going in and out could have been perfectly smooth, but she chose to have that rigid edge to mimic the rippling effects of the waters of the Chicago River. Half of this building is private residences. Actually, I think I left my window open up there. But the other half is a hotel. So anybody can come and stay at the world's tallest building designed by a female architect. That is the St. Regis by Jeannie Gang. Speaking of her, up right to the left-hand side, you guys see the building with the white undulating balconies, white wavy balconies? That is Aqua Tower. If you find yourself around that building, go to the base, go to the corner, look all the way up, and those rippling balconies really give you the impression of water falling down the side of the building. Aqua Tower, designed by Jeannie Gang. That was the world's tallest building, designed by a female architect, until she broke her own record just a couple of years later with the St. Regis. Let's drive bridge. Let me check the oil on some of these cars. Looks like we're good. All good here. All right, guys, as we go past this bridge, you guys see the building with the clock tower? That is a building belonging to a very famous chewing gum company. That is correct. That's the Wrigley Building, a very historic Chicago family. They also used to own the Chicago Cubs. That's where we get the name of that very historic baseball stadium, Wrigley Field. There's another famous company that has moved their headquarters in there. Some of you might know it. That's right, Groupon. Groupon has their offices inside the Wrigley Building. Guys, you understand that this is the absolute best time of the day to take this tour? I cannot say this to anybody else except for you guys. And here's how I can prove it. Here's how you know that it's the truth. You guys are starting this tour in the daytime, and you get to see all these intricate details in all the buildings. But by the time we are done, the sun will have set behind the skyline, and the city will begin to light up. I'll get back to that in a second. Right now, crank your necks way back to take a look at the very top of the second tallest building in Chicago. We have pictures of his goonies standing there in the three corners and making sure cops weren't coming. If they were, he would get in that car-sized elevator, go out the back door to the lower levels. Alright guys, you want to show your friends and family this picture? They won't even recognize it as buildings at first. But you have to point your camera straight up, focus on the top floor. That is Marina City, aka the Fort Cop Towers. All of those private residences, each unit having its own private balcony. Some of these units have 3 or 4 balconies as well. But forget all that. Take a look at all this parking. Can you guys imagine parking in reverse all the way to the edge of the building? Only 2 times have cars come off the side of the building and onto the Chicago River. But no worries. You guys might have seen it happen. Once was for a movie with Steve McQueen, and the other was for a Allstate car insurance commercial. What you see here to your right hand side is the lesser of the two tour companies. There we are, to the left and right hand side. We're all friends of the neighbor, but you guys are honest people. Don't wait a minute, you don't deserve to wait for them. Anybody else got on the bridges, whatever? Yes, we're racing that. Up front and to the right hand side, beautiful classic dark red brick structure, the Reed Murdoch building. Beautiful clock tower there. If you take a closer look, the left side is shorter than the right side. The reason for that is because we knocked down this end to put sidewalks there, and then we rebuilt this end to try to match the other side. And they can't get that past the Reed Murdoch building. Alright guys, now I'm about to show you one of the world's largest office buildings by square footage. Think about the square footage in your home, your apartment, your condo, your estate, whatever it may be, just to give you a size comparison, a sense of scale. This is 3 million square feet of space. The building is so massive, it received its own zip code. Up front and to the right hand side, coming into view and give you the merchandise mart. It was actually owned for many, many years. It was owned by a very famous presidential family. That's right. The Kennedys is correct. The Kennedys own 10 points. What was it? Danny, you got 10 points. There'll be a quiz at the end, guys. Danny's ahead by 10. So, guys, we're crossing Franklin Street Bridge. As soon as we cross it, the water's going to open up. Your view is going to open up. We are now surrounded by some of the newest skyscrapers in Chicago. This is what we call Wolf Point. Wolf Point is a very important part of our Chicago history. It is where we had our very first business. It was a bar/hotel. And a few years later, in that same place, it is where we nominated a Mr. Abraham Lincoln to the U.S. presidency. But now it looks like a lot of our attention is gravitating up front there. The building that looks like it's going to tip over at any second, right? That lot sat empty for many, many years. Nobody wanted to buy it because on one side you have train tracks. On the other side you have the river. Well, just a few years ago, guys, some genius engineers came along and said, we can design for that space. And so they did. They built up a few stories until they cleared the train tracks next to them. And then they flared out to maximize their square footage. Up front to the right-hand side, 150 North Riverside. There it is. Also a pretty cool photo opportunity, right? Up front there, up top, you see ourselves, there we are, the giant yellow boat on the river. Guys, if this building falls over, just put your hands up so it doesn't hit the boat, all right? Like I said, guys, we can see it now, right? Starting off in the daytime, by the time our tour is over, the sun will have set behind the skyline and all of the buildings will start to light up. You guys have the best of both worlds, the day tour and the night tour as well. So good on you guys for choosing it. It is also the last tour of the day. After this, I can go home and cry to sleep because Germany lost. One of the richest men in the country was named Samuel Insull. He realized that Chicago didn't have an opera house, so he told the city, I will build an opera house for you so long as my wife can always have a job there. And sure enough, that's what happened. She worked there for the rest of her days. The gift from Samuel Insull to the city of Chicago. Here it is to your left-hand side, the Civic Opera Building. And my captain actually pointed this out to me one day, but take a look at what the sun setting on the west coast is doing to the Civic Opera Building, shining that beautiful kind of rectangle of light there. I'm going to point something out about this building that once I do, you guys will not be able to unsee it. The building is in the shape of a massive throne. It is nicknamed Insull's Throne, with the two big armrests and the huge backrest as well. Keep that shape in mind. We'll talk a little bit more about it later. Right now, up front to the left-hand side, this is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Center, combined with the Chicago Board of Trade. Their trading floor is right there in the middle of the two towers. This is now the world's largest trading floor for futures and securities. This is where the entire country dictates the price for everything related to agriculture. So grains, oats, cereals, things of that nature. Meaning if your lucky charms go up in price, you know who to call. Chicago Mercantile Exchange Center. You guys heard of the name Montgomery Ward? Montgomery Ward was a very famous person here in the city of Chicago, and he actually fought against a lot of other tycoons, a lot of other famous people that had a lot of money. He wanted to protect the park systems here in Chicago for the public. He invented the catalog system. There was another company, however, that came along and they perfected the catalog system. That was Sears and Roebuck. They became the world's largest company. And in the year 1973, they wanted for their new headquarters the world's tallest building. And that's exactly what they did. They hired an architectural firm from Chicago, Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, SOM. The reason why so many people love to take this tour, the reason why so many people love to come and visit Chicago, guys, this building is going to get taller the more it reveals itself. Up front and to the left-hand side, coming into view, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Sears Tower. There it is. If you go up there to the observation deck, you can see 4 different states at the same time. Of course, the one that you're in, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and all the way up north to Wisconsin as well. And then, if you are brave enough, you can step over the edge of the building onto the glass platform and look 103 stories down to the sidewalks below you. Nobody. How many of you have actually done that? Step on the glass ledge too? Oh, you brave, brave souls. I haven't done it yet. I haven't gathered the courage, but one of these days, I promise I will. You guys know what the world's tallest building today is? World's tallest building today is? That's right, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Here in Chicago, we're very proud to say the architectural firm that designed the Sears Tower also designed the John Hancock Center, 360 Chicago. They also designed the Trump Tower, and they also designed the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Chicago architectural firm. They're still considered to be one of the most powerful firms in the world. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Just because I'm mad that Germany lost today. Little exclusive. You see this red stone? It's the same color, that first row. You follow that first row down, all of a sudden there's one that's much lighter, much newer, much cleaner, right? That was a gift from the lesser of the two tour companies. They ran into the building, so they had to replace it. So good on you guys for riding with us. Good job. Up front here to the left-hand side is 2 North Riverside, the original home of Chicago Daily News. What does this building have in common at first sight with the Civic Opera building across the river?
Yeah.
That's right, the throne-like shape, right? The 2 big armrests and the huge backrest as well. It's like 2 thrones facing each other here on the river. If you ever see that shape in a building, no matter where you are in the world, for you, it is a dead giveaway. It was built in the 1920s decade. Also, specifically Art Deco architectural style. Boeing aircraft offices there to the left-hand side. Also, what is the world's largest fast food restaurant? That's right, McDonald's. That is a Chicago company. The world headquarters of McDonald's is located just a couple of blocks away from here in the West Loop District. The McDonald's there, they have international food items from all around the world. People love to go and try that. Actually, I'm going to interrupt myself because we got a cool view of our L train. It's train traffic on top of car traffic, next to pedestrian traffic, all on top of boat traffic at the same time. What's a company with the headquarters that has, what's a company that has a logo of a little girl holding an umbrella? That's right, when it rains it pours. Morton Salt's world headquarters with the giant Resco curtain guns. Alright guys, Hollywood directors, they love to come to Chicago, shut down half of our streets, but thankfully they filmed some of Hollywood's biggest blockbuster hits. And right now you guys are about to see exactly why. The best view on the tour. Get your cameras ready. As soon as we cross Franklin Street Bridge, you're gonna have skyscrapers on the left and right, but also skyscrapers directly in front of you. It's a dramatic contrast of modern and classic architecture right next to each other. As soon as we get past Franklin Street Bridge, here we go. Take a look to the left. It doesn't look very nice underneath the bridge, right? Now let me introduce to you all our brand new Chicago River Walk. People are using it by the thousands every day. The grand staircase here spilling out to the river's edge. It was an inspiration from the Spanish Steps in Italy as a place to come and sit, gather, people watch, judge a little. The idea is that you fill up that stadium-like seating. You have a boat that stops right there in the middle of the river. You put up a big screen and you can watch movies on the Chicago River. we're still waiting for that. Part of the original pitch, original design. A little look inside the lines of Chicago locals. They're all having fun there. They like to come out at the places like Tiny Tap. They all look pretty happy. Their team must not have lost today. Guys, we gotta talk about the green skyscraper up front there and to the right-hand side. Carbon and carbide building designed by the Burnham brothers during Prohibition era. That they wanted to protest Prohibition. That's why they designed this to look like a giant champagne bottle. The green aluminum foil that you would see and the gold top. That is actual 24 karat gold on top of the carbon and carbide building. Gold leaf. Very, very thin, but it is 24 carats. As we cross this bridge, you guys are going to get another view of that. As the sun is setting on the west, you guys can see that gold glimmering in the sunlight. Remember I mentioned the architectural firm that designed the Burj Khalifa? They also designed the Trump Tower. They actually wanted the Trump Tower to be a mini Burj Khalifa. Can you guys see the resemblance of those two buildings? Here, they simply wanted to pay homage to all the historic architecture that was already here. The way they did that is by lining up each one of those setbacks for the different historic building nearby. The best example is where the letters are today. That setback lines up perfectly with Wrigley Building's cornice, right? And then they chose that blue tinted glass to help mirror all of the buildings around. So it's actually sitting there trying to be invisible and just pay homage to all the historic architecture around it.
You bring me down for all to see, then switch it up and treat me right. You promise sun, but you bring rain. I still love what you do to me. The highest highs, the lowest lows. You take me to every extreme. Can't get enough, please let me be. But I love what you do to me. From me, and then you touch, I feel so much. I just love what you do to me. I love what you do to me. You bring me down for all to see, then switch it up and treat me right. You promise sun, but you bring rain. I still love what you do to me. The highest highs, the lowest lows. You take me to every extreme. Can't get enough, please let me be. But I love what you do to me. From me.